Like, share,
Every
subscribe.
chapter of Mark proves Jesus' deity if you know your Old Testament. Now, there's an argument that I want to just hammer home, and it's not in my notes, and I was planning on putting it in there, but I want to address it because I have friends that reject Jesus' deity, but they use the argument of agency. Well, the argument of agency doesn't fly because no matter if you use the Jewish definition of agency, which is that you have to be at least 12 years old if you're a female, or 13 years old if you're a male, and then you can be the agency of your father or your father's estates or your family's estates or whatever you are entitled to at that time. Well, this would imply if you took the Jewish definition of agency, this means Jesus did not come to do his father's will until he turned 13 because he's a male. Well, this is nonsense because from the get-go he was doing his father's will. And I do believe the Holy Spirit has a sense of humor because that definition gets crushed by when Jesus stayed in the temple and the Bible deliberately tells us that he's 12. Well, this is before 13. So we can see that Jesus doesn't fit that definition of the Jewish definition of agency because it deliberately tells us that he's 12 in the temple, and then Mary and Joseph came back and he says, hey, I'm about my father's business, so we can see all this going on.